They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight. Just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, 4 down. Check it out.
Looking to throw. Strong. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And going right back to Walker.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 3rd down, Strong.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Meyer's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. In motion left is Thomas. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers dancing to his left.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Off play action. Strong. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Thomas, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers into the hands of Bird over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Rodgers now on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
In motion left is Thomas. Now Rodgers, a free play. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Flush to his right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Touchdown, Packers. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
31's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field,
On first down, Strong. He completes this to Walker. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Thomas, the man in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. And it's a Packers touchdown. Michael Thomas from 6 yards away.
And the Packers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First throw now for the backup Wentz. It's caught, Lockett. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5. Mike 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
I smell fear in that offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Time's the mic. Time's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hurry, 17. Mike 5. Crunch time, defense.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Walker with a grab. Left side. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. His 3rd touchdown of the game. His 8th on the year. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong, escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing on first down. Strong. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. We got it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Packers have got 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On 1st and 10, Strong going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Hey, you got three down. 31.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 99. Check 31. Check 31.
Looking to throw. Strong. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Strong.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Demir Bird from 10 yards out. And the Packers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Strong. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. This is the tight end fan. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for